So this is for the sign of Pisces for the month of August. Um, for the overall energy, I just feel anxious. Like you could be feeling really, really anxious. You can be feeling anxious about your future and what's to come. As far as love goes, I hear trying to act unbothered but being bothered. So that's what I feel can be going on. You can have a love interest, and this person can be an ex. I also see a child. So this can also be your child's father or your child's mother, that they're no longer in the picture. So when we hear the word unbothered, maybe you're trying to act as if this breakup, this falling out that you have with this significant other is not bothering you. But secretly, you could really hope that things can somehow, some way come back together. But I don't think you want this person to know that. Um, so let's see. So that's what I feel around the energy. Yep. So you could either be with a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, or this is you. Like you could be um, holding your emotions inside, or you can be feeling as if you're falling out of love with somebody that you love so much. I also see like a vision of someone reminiscing. So it could be reminiscing back to when you were together and things were going well, or it can be someone looking back, like trying to move forward, but still something could be holding you back a little. Um, Looking at pictures, it can be looking at someone's social media. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So there could have been a lot of fighting. You could have also had been with an air sign. A lot of arguing back and forth, and it could have involved multiple people. Okay. So if it's not, it can be you going back and forth in your head about whether you're going to fully let this person go or whether you're going to try to fight and hold on to this love. Because the thing is, there's no offer coming through. This person is not putting in any work, and there is a lack of a new beginning between you, and you feel that justice wasn't served. Okay. So if it's not justice, meaning karmically, it can mean that if you have children with this person, maybe you had to go to court and um, fight over custody, or if you were married to this person, you had to fight over assets, um, and you feel that it was an injustice towards you. Okay, so basically, it depends on your situation. Let's see. So it shows that you are currently now more protective over your heart, especially when it comes to situations that seem unbalanced. Or maybe this situation could have seemed unbalanced to you. You could have also be with an earth sign, but now you're more protective over your heart. Um, it could also be like refusing to give in to situations that are not balanced. Okay. So with this, the death card in reverse, it can also be that you're resisting letting this situation go, or it could be resisting letting this person go. Yeah. But the family fell apart. There's no stability in this. There's no stability, there's no security, there's no balance. And if you used to be really warm hearted to this person and kind, you are now in a space where you could feel kind of bitter. You could feel bitter because you feel as if this situation was unjust. You could have poured your love into someone that didn't do the same back for you, or you could have helped this person a lot and you feel as if they didn't give into you as much as you gave into them. Um, See family falling apart. So this is definitely a breakup. So this is a breakup that has you feeling really bitter, um, probably a lot of mental anguish, a lot of mental anguish. It could also be hard for you to let it go. And what's this? Yeah. You could have felt as if this could have been your soulmate and you two are now separated. So this definitely shows a separation. This looks like this situation looks like it could have been a little traumatic. This seemed like a really, really bad ending. So basically, when I said that bothered but acting unbothered, I feel like this is something that is still in your mental energy. I don't think you're physically around this person. It seems like you really had a bad falling out with this person, but the breakup could really have you guarded. It can have you in your head. You probably feel the situation was unfair. Let's see. All right. So for this looks like it could have been past energy. If not, you will get past feeling this way, like this mental anguish that you could be stuck in, um, because you're really, really hurt about the ending, and maybe you're having a hard time letting go what happened, and now you're guarded. But for this situation, it left you hopeless. Like you're feeling really, really hopeless about reuniting with this person, or you could have been with an Aquarius. You feel as if this person did not like stand up. They didn't take the lead in the relationship, not even to get you back. You probably feel like they didn't even fight to hold on to you, or to step up like a man or like a woman and take charge and get you back after all the work that you put into this. So it's like your wish didn't come true. Maybe you were hoping that you could have had longevity with this person and things didn't turn out the way you had wished. If not, it's like you're hopeless. And if you've been praying on this situation to work in the past, you no longer are praying for it to work because you feel like, this person hasn't stepped up. They haven't took the leadership or the initiative to come back around and make things right. So I'm not going to waste my prayers anymore on this. Even though you feel like it could have been a soulmate. And now you chose you. So look at this, the Empress. The Empress is beautiful. The Empress nurtures herself or himself, depending on your gender. This is so beautiful. I don't know. I'm looking at this Empress, and once again, I don't know why I keep going back to this. I know it sounds pretty repetitive, but unbothered. I just feel like no matter what is going on in your heart, in your mind, you are shining bright in the world. The world can even see you as really, really strong and don't know the emotional or mental battles that you are facing. You're looking beautiful. You're starting to pour more into yourself. Um, Physically, really, really attractive, right? they're independent too. Somebody's independent and working really, really hard on themselves, like to nurture themselves or to provide a firm foundation for themselves. Once again, I see a child. So if you had a child with this person, maybe you're working really hard and trying to stay strong for your children or your child and provide a firm foundation for this baby or your children once again. Whether this person is going to be with you or not. It's like, okay, whether you're going to be with me or not, I still gotta go out there and get mine, you know? Um, if you don't have a child, then this could have been somebody that you've been with since childhood. Or you could have known this person since childhood. Okay? So, let's see. Okay, so I feel like laughing because now I'm picking up the energy on your partner. Your ex-partner. And I feel like you could be in the same type of energy. Like your partner could, I keep saying partner. Woo. Your ex-partner could be out here in these streets acting as if they're unbothered and that they don't care about the breakup too. And maybe that has you defensive. Maybe you feel like they're acting as if they don't care, and that can make you feel bitter because they haven't made an effort to come back towards you, and they act like they don't care. So you're probably like, well, if you're gonna act like you don't care, neither do I. But deep down inside, I see them checking on you. You guys can be checking on each other through social media, or it can be even through family members or friends, just acting like, oh, well, how was such and such? Um, then I hear the word half and half. So maybe one foot in the door, one foot out. Hmm. Yeah, you feel half and half about this person because this person acts cold-hearted. They act as if they don't care, and you hate that. So it makes you feel like this is a waste of time to even consider this person being back in your life. I just feel like this could have been an ongoing battle, mental battle that you've been going back and forth with, praying for answers, trying to gain clarity, and still coming up empty. One foot in the door, one foot out. Maybe you're ready to be out. Maybe you're ready to give up because you're tired of this. I hear stagnation. Stagnant. Ooh, Lord. Okay. Where did this offer come from? This is a fire sign. Um, Even though this person can be in your energy still and in the back of your mind, it could be in the forefront of your mind, right? You might have a fire sign that's around you and is trying to give an offer to you. So you could possibly be dating someone already. But even though you're dating this new person, it seems like your ex is still heavily in your energy, right? And it's hard. Like if you do have someone new that is trying to give you an offer, I feel like it's hard for you to move forward because there is a lack of closure from your past relationship because things never moved forward between you, and it can be an air sign or a fire sign who could have been manipulative. They could have been a liar. They could have had a lot of secrets, never really focused on you or focused on working together and bringing balance into this relationship. This person can also be emotionally closed off. So they probably never express their true emotions for you. Um, And if you are dealing with a water sign, it seems like they are emotionally closed off. Their heart chakra could be closed off as well, like they're guarded. All right. Um, so if you don't have someone new or someone around you, other than this ex, you can still be waiting for an offer or waiting for them to send you a message. This ex, because you feel like there is a lack of closure. So let's look into your ex's energy now, okay? Um, what is the ex's energy? What are they feeling for the Pisces? What is in their hearts, their mind, their intentions? What's going on with the ex? Okay. So once again, your ex could be an air sign, but they're trying to untrap themselves. Let me get clarity for this 8. What are they? Ooh, all right. All right. So they're resting right now. They're taking a break. They could be reflecting. I hear the word reflecting. They're resting and they're reflecting. And they're trying to maybe clear their mind, clear certain things out of their energy. They're resting and they're not moving forward right now. Communication is cut off, and it can be some stagnancy. If they had some sleepless nights, I feel like they're trying to clear that up. And they're feeling a little guarded. So they're holding back communication. But while they're resting, it looks like they are trying to wrap their mind around something, or they are trying to gain clarity just like you. Or if they had themselves tangled up in a situation, it looks like they're trying to free themselves. So there's something that they're trying to free themselves from at the moment. And this is why you're not hearing from them. This is why things are not moving forward and there's some stagnancy at the moment. This person could have been restless. They could have had some sleepless nights. And this is what's causing them to be defensive. I hear confusion. What's going on? Yeah. It's a lack of clarity. So it could be a lack of clarity on your part and theirs. It's like they're waiting on something, or they're waiting for answers on something. What are they waiting for? What are they resting and waiting for? There's a lack of clarity on their part. Yeah. Listening to their intuition. So the highest priest also, so there's a lack of clarity as of what they should do with you. The highest priest normally is Pisces, or it can also be for secrets. So there's a lack of clarity on how they should move forward with you, or if they choose to move forward with you. You can also be with an earth sign, someone who got money or someone who's focused on their money. Yeah. But they're resisting change. So they're resisting this change. And they're backing down. They're resisting this change or this transformation, and it looks like they're backing down because they don't have any clarity. But they're feeling left out in the cold by you, which is weird, right? They're feeling left out in the cold. They're thinking about the past. So they're stuck on the past. If you guys had a lot of arguing If there was a lot of hurt, pain, betrayal, secrets, like they're reflecting on that heavily at the moment. Like they're stuck in the past. They're feeling left out in the cold, and they're stuck in the past. Lovers. So it could have been a third party situation, and they're waiting. What are they waiting on? They're waiting to heal. They're waiting to heal their broken heart. Oh. Okay. So, Pisces, you could have walked away from them because of a lot of hurt and betrayals from a lover's triangle. And it looks like they're aware of it, but they're still resisting coming forward. They're still resisting coming forward, and they're trying to heal. Queen of Water. They're trying to heal. They were brokenhearted from... So if it was a third party, the third party could have been another water sign that could have ended up breaking their hearts. They could have broke your heart, and somebody could have broke their heart. And right now they're waiting, and they're trying to heal from being brokenhearted by a water sign, or they're trying to heal from you walking away from them. Stability. So they're working on their stability. They could also be going through a financial loss. And right now it shows that they don't have the strength. They got a lot going on right now, by the way. This is a whole lot going on. They had some heartbreak, or you could have caused them some heartbreak. And if not, it could have been a third party situation, a love triangle that caused them heartbreak. And it seems like it could have been going on for a long time. And they're feeling left out in the cold. They're feeling lonely. They're backing down because they no longer have the strength to fight. And they're trying to heal. Like they're waiting to heal and gain strength. And it looks like they could have lost money. They're waiting on a lot. They're going through a lot. If you haven't heard from your ex, it's because they're going through a lot. Like heartbreak, money loss, feeling left out in the cold, feeling lonely. That's a lot. And they're feeling defensive. And I think it's maybe they're the ones to blame. They're the ones to blame. And they don't have the strength to fix it. So instead of coming back and apologizing, instead they can act really defensive. I know that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to just pull some romance angel cards for this reading. Somebody's really confused. Like I hear confusion so strongly. And it could be confusion because there is a lack of clarity. Pisces, I hear like, I'm tired of this. You could be tired of this. What is for Pisces? Ooh. Yeah. Somebody needs to express their love. And once again, like in the reading, I did say that if you are with a water sign, that they're emotionally closed off. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe you've been waiting for them to express their love or express some type of something to show that they still care, that they still love you, or that they still want to move forward, and they didn't. And that could have caused your frustration. Chemistry. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So you can feel really tied to this person. Or you could have had a really strong chemistry, and because of a lover's triangle, it could have really messed up your connection. But even though you guys are not together, you still can feel a magnetic pull towards a person. I feel like it could be hard for you to release this person. Somebody could be attracted to you. You guys can have a mutual attraction for one another. Yeah. And it is safe for you to love. Okay. I feel like you and this past love interest are both defensive. I feel like you're frustrated. I feel like they're frustrated. I feel like you've been healing. I feel like they've been healing. Like mirroring. I feel like you guys are mirroring each other's energy so much. You both can be feeling guarded. And the spirit is saying it is safe for you to love. Keep an open mind. So it's safe for you to love and keep an open mind. So maybe you feel like this person is not safe and you feel kind of closed-minded off towards them because of all that happened between you. But Spirit is asking you to please find a way to keep an open mind. All right. I hear half and half again. Oh, so half and half can also be like a crossroads. I'm surprised like the Two of Swords didn't come out. Like at a crossroad, not knowing if you should stay or if you should go, if it's worth it. If you're not hearing from this person, it makes it even more difficult. And it did show a lack of closure. There's words that are not being said. There's words that are not being said. It seems like there is a strong chemistry between the two of you. But it shows like success. Like you will have success in having a firm foundation. The waiting game. It's going to be a wait. Yeah. See? Like, so basically, Pisces, this relationship can work. Right? I feel like this reading is for a Pisces that is waiting for someone to return. It seems like it. It's like even if you're trying to fight your feelings, it seems like you're unsuccessful with it. So if you try to avoid the way you feel about this person, I feel like there is a strong chemistry that pulls you back in no matter how much you try to date other people or try to convince yourself that this person makes you sick. It's like, even though you feel that way, there's a part of you that secretly still holds them close to your heart. And I say secretly because once again, you act unbothered, but you really are bothered. And I feel like a part of you can even still pray for them or pray for this. The good news is, though, it doesn't look like you're missing a beat, because it seems like regardless of whatever is going on, like you're still trying to build a firm foundation for you and yours, like regardless of what's happening with this person or what happened between you guys in the past. And in a weird way, even though they hurt you, I feel like the pain is motivating you and pushing you to create your own firm foundation. So if you could have been more like codependent, where you felt like, oh, you needed this person or you had this vision that it had to be like this, I feel like the situation kind of pushed you. So it's like the pain worked for you. The pain molded you. So if you're acting as if you're unbothered and you're still, out there looking beautiful and you're working even harder and you're going out there and you're building a foundation for yourself, it looks like this relationship, and although it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, it still seems like it has built you up as an individual. Because I see somebody working hard I see someone who is way deeper into their spirituality than they ever have. Praying more than they ever have. I see someone praying. And it seems like things are getting, ooh, I hear the word balance. Ooh, things are getting more balanced for you. Maybe you're finding more of a balance in your life. And although your full manifestation hasn't taken place, it's like you're probably more stronger than you ever have been before. And things are starting to come into fruition. I don't know, Pisces. It's like even if you feel a little, I hear the word disheartened. If you feel a little disheartened, discouraged right now, I'm sorry. Like, I feel a really good energy around you. Good energy. This is good. Upcoming is going to be a really good time for you. Yep. So it's saying like use your intuition. Your intuition is nudging you and telling you what to do. If not, then you could be intuitive. Or your intuition can lead you through this. It can take you through this. Yeah. The universe is yours. The universe is working with you. And they could be sending you messages as far as intuition goes. You could be getting messages in regards to the situation and this person. There's something beautiful coming. I feel it. I can feel it. Doom, 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 doom. I feel something. What do I feel? Whoop. Moving on. You're going to move on from this difficult place that you're in. You're going to make a decision to move on. Or you are moving on. Whether you feel it or not, you're moving on from this. Where is Pisces moving on to? What is this moving on card all about? What is it? Oh. See, you're moving away from this deception. There's mad people who have been deceptive and envious around you, and you're moving on from it. Like you're leaving this behind. Some of you could be moving on and leaving this person behind because you feel like they're too deceptive. Like they do too much. They could have left you in too much mental anguish, and you could be moving on from this. Right? All right. I don't know. It could be two. If you do decide to stay in this connection or stay, because if you're waiting for somebody, then they're still in your energy, right? So if you are waiting for this person, it seems like it's going to take a while because they got a lot going on. They have financial loss. It seems like if they did have you in a lover's triangle, they're still battling with the heartbreak, but they are healing. They're in a healing phase. But then at the same time, even though they're healing, they're still resisting the full transformation, you know? So it looks like this person still has a lot that they're battling, a lack of clarity, or maybe they fail to provide you with clarity, like they're still holding secrets. So it's like if you do decide that you want to work things out with this person, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. For the rest of you, you can't take this no more. You sick of this. You tired of it. You're done with it. You're tired of being stuck in your head. You're tired of being stuck, period. Period. You're tired and you can't take it anymore. I think that you've been holding on to this pain and this deception for so long, and you're moving on. Like you're leaving this behind. You're moving on. Yeah. You're moving on from deception, heartache and loss, you know? You could feel a lot of heartache and loss right now. You're moving on. You can't take it. Your heart can't take it anymore. Like the pain is too much for you. It was too much heartache, too much deception, um, envy. So even if you were in a third party, it seems like you and the third party could have been going back and forth. They could have been envious of you. You could have been envious of them. Because of this person that you guys both were with. And it just seems like it's just too much. Even though the situation is over, it's taking too much of your mental energy. It's still in your head and you're making a bold choice to move on. So it shows patience and planning. So you're planning, but you feel conflicted and defeated at the same time. This energy is heavy. What is the outcome, Spirit? What is the outcome? Oh, so if it's conflict and defeat, as far as patient and planning, I feel like you feel conflicted on what to do. A part of you, I did say half and half, right? A part of you is ready to move on from this heartache and this deception, but you feel kind of conflicted. But you got the power. You got the power. If you feel a little defeated over this, I think that's the spirit telling you you got the power to make the changes that you want. I just feel like you love this person so much and it's hard to let go. And sometimes you might even say, like, what the heck am I even holding on to anyway? But then it's like your heart. Yeah. Right now you could be by yourself. You're in solitude right now. And if you're in solitude, maybe you are trying to regain your power again. Maybe you are trying to regain your power and your strength to heal from this heartache and move on from this. And you're trying to regain balance, right? You're trying to gain a balance, take leadership over your situation. Um, all right. And what cycle? I hear brighter day. Brighter days are ahead of you. I just heard the song Brighter Days. Brighter days are ahead of you, even though it may not feel like it, they are ahead of you, Pisces. Ooh, too many cards. Oh my God. See? It says a new start is coming. So I did just say there's brighter days ahead. There's a whole new start coming. I feel like everything that you went through, you had to. It was a part of like for your healing, for your growth. And it says communication is key. So, You got, like, in this relationship, it just seemed like you could have had poor communication. So if you do want to work this out, communication is key. Like, having to be mindful of how you both communicate with one another if you do decide to get back with this person. And it says adjustments are required. So I think the adjustments that are required is just the transformation. Too many cards. Oh, this is nice. A time for healing. I hear the word completion. I think you're at the end of completing a heavy cycle. Like, whatever you're going through is the last bit of it. Spirit is also saying it's time to release negativity. So I think maybe you could be holding on to the negative things that have happened in the past in this relationship, and Spirit is asking you to release it now. I think that's what you're struggling with. I think you're struggling to release it. And the thing is, it's like, whether you decide to go to this person or you decide to move on and be with someone else, if you don't heal it and if you don't release it, you're just gonna bring it into the next cycle that you have with. It could be a new person with this new start. But you know what I'll do? I'm gonna do one more card. This reading is long. I'm gonna do one more card. Like, I'm just gonna look into the person's energy to find out what is in their hopes for this connection. Okay, I'll leave it off like that because I feel like I'm leaving this reading and I still ain't saying nothing. Like, it's not gonna leave you with something that you'll be like, I don't know. You want clarity, probably. If it's express how you feel, you probably want to know how the person feels, right? So, Spirit, for Pisces, love interest. What are in their hopes for this connection? What are they hoping for, Spirit? What are they hoping for? What do they want? In their hopes is recognition and reward. So in their hopes for this connection is recognition and reward. Maybe they want you to recognize them. If they feel left out in the cold by you, then maybe they're hoping that you guys can get this back together. You could be rewarded. That's in their hopes. This person has a spotlight on them, right? Maybe they hope you will recognize that they're sorry and reward them by giving them another chance. If they feel left out in the cold by you, hopefully you'll start to see them in a brighter light. Yeah. Hopefully you would recognize them, that they've changed, and you'll see them in a brighter light. So if you close yourself off to this person too because of all the things that they have done, maybe they're hoping that you would recognize that they're sorry. So that's in their hopes. And what is in their fears? What are they fearing? What are they fearing? It says that they're fearing foundation and achievement. So I feel like they fear that they won't get this. Like, they won't achieve this. I think they want nothing more than to have a happy family. So, like, once again, if you have children with them, maybe they hope to return to their family, and they're fearing that they're not going to accomplish this with you. This goes together. Look, recognized and rewarded for foundations and achievements. They want this. They're fearing that they're not going to get it. Maybe that you won't really forgive them fully or take them back after all that they've done. I hear disgrace. Maybe they feel disgrace within themselves, their actions of the past. What are the blockages currently for this connection? What are the blockages? Ooh. Yeah. Ah, man, the blockage. The blockage is sacrifice, temptation. So this person, and I did say that they are resisting. They're resisting something, resisting releasing something. So that's in the blockage. They're still not making a sacrifice to cut out the temptation. So if there was a third party in this situation, it looks like the person is still around and they need to make a sacrifice. This is in the blockage. This is in the blockage. They need to release this. They're still being tempted by outsiders. Somebody, this, here. And what are possible outcomes for the month of September? Possible outcome. For September, there's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Once again, it's just going to require for you to it's just going to require for you to be patient if you want this person. Okay? Now I feel good with closing out the reading. Now I can close it out. Let's see. Give you one. Bright future. There's a bright future ahead, Pisces. This is beautiful. It's going to take patience, but this is the light. Look at that. And I did say that. I said I feel that there's brighter days, and there is. You got the power. This can be healed. If you want it. I feel like you're gonna be good regardless. Even if you want this person or you decide to cut them out. Somebody gonna love you and treat you right regardless. How about that? I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you would love a personal reading from me, my email will be in the description box. All right? I send you with love and light.